Hello everyone. Welcome to the BFM Maha Revision. You can call it final revision, you can call it Maha Revision. Firstly, am I audible? Everyone. Let me see in the comment section. Hi. Am I audible? Yeah, audible. I was just checking it. So, good evening everyone. Good evening. Welcome to the final revision. In fact, even though it is final, tomorrow morning also I am taking one session at 6 a.m. Most probable questions. So it's not that today is the end. I am taking a separate session tomorrow morning also, 6 a.m. So follow that also. Okay, hi, good evening. Share it with your friends. Like this video. Like the live stream. Everyone give the likes. Huh? Don't forget to give the likes. Share it with your friends and let's start. Today we don't have time. Tomorrow is the exam, right? So we don't have time. So let's do this. So today what we'll do is I'll first start with what? Let's start with first case study only. One case study which I had taken yesterday. Similar one I will be taking today, but I've changed the figures. So the logic also changes in that. This is the one. Similar case study I had taken yesterday also, but the figures were different. That's why what happens? Because of the figure difference, the answer changes. Okay? So let's start. Okay? ABC Bank has a credit and operations risk of 50,000 crores and market risk of 20,000 crores. Paid up capital is rupees 100 crores. Free reserves are 200 crores. PNCP, perpetual non-cumulative preference shares, are 300 crores. Provisions for contingencies are 50 crores. Revaluation reserves are 200 crores. Subordinate debts are 100 crores. Calculate the CRAR with CCB. See, specifically it's mentioned with CCB. With CCB of ABC Bank Limited, approx. Everyone start doing it. In the meantime, I'll share it on the groups also. Everyone start doing it. First, what you do, you give me tier 1 capital first. First, you give me tier 1 capital. Start giving the tier 1 capital. Everyone. You want CRAR. For CRAR, what is the formula? For CRAR? What is the formula for CRAR? Yes, formula is. What is the formula for CRAR? CRAR equals to capital upon RWA, risk-weighted assets. Capital upon RWA, right? Hi, good evening. Good evening, Nalina. Good evening, everyone. So, capital upon RWA. Now, capital includes what? Tier 1 plus tier 2. Tier 3 is not taken into account. I have explained it yesterday. That's an emergency capital. Okay. Well, for tier 3, okay, I'll give you 2-3 points regarding tier 3. Tier 3 capital is maximum 250% of tier 1. Kindly note this. It's taken in case of market risk only, in case of emergency. Market risk only. It cannot be taken in case of your credit risk or ops risk. Okay? Yeah. Good evening everyone. So remember these 2-3 points about tier 3 capital. So now we take into calculations only tier 1 and tier 2. Okay? So, and about RWA, all the three, credit, market and ops, all the three RWA. Okay. So now you find out first tier 1. Give me the answer for tier 1. Yesterday similar problem I had solved. So you should be able to give me. Give me fast. In the meantime, I'll share it on the groups also. Kindly everyone join fast. Yeah, give me the answer for tier 1. Tier 1. Everyone do it fast. Tier 1. I want the answer for tier 1. Do it fast. I want the answer for tier 1. Yeah. Tier 1. What are the components of tier 1? 600. Who gave? Archana. Very good. 600 is right answer. Yeah. 600. Okay, let's see. See this. I'll write it over here. Here only we'll solve it. We won't go to some other page and everything. See this. Capital, paid up capital is what? This. So this is tier 1. Free reserves are 200 crores. So this is tier 1. PNCP is 300 crores. This is also tier 1. Provisions for contingencies. This is tier 2. Revaluation reserves, tier 1. Subordinate debt, tier 2. So now you have classified 1 and 2. Do the total. 1, 1, 1 and one more is 1, this one. But this has a problem. This has a problem. Okay. What is the problem in this? See, 100 crores plus 200, 200 plus 300. So total 600. And what about this revaluation reserves? You have not taken revaluation reserves? Yeah, taken, na? Yeah. Archana, got it. 690 you have got it. So, what is the revaluation reserves? See, 200 crores, so 200 into 45%. 200 into, it is to be taken at 45%. Okay, 45%. So that is equal to 90. So your total will be 600 plus 90. So T1 becomes 690. Okay, T1 is 690. Everyone got it? T1 is 690. Right? Yeah. Correct, Ravi. Yesterday I explained that revaluation reserves are 45%. They are to be taken at 45%. Now T2. T2 is a typical problem. T2 is not that simple over here. T2 is not simple over here. Kindly note. Because that's why I took this problem. Otherwise, yesterday I had solved similar problem. I had taken one problem yesterday. Why did I take this today? Because T2 is different over here. What is T2? T2 equals to, what are the two parts of T2 given over here? See this 2. Provision for contingencies, 50 crores. And what is the second one? Subordinate debt, 100 crores. So kindly remember, yesterday also I told you, contingencies. What do we do for contingencies? What do we do for contingencies? We take either 1.25%, say this, 1.25% of RWA or given figure, whichever is less. Kindly note this, contingencies. Note this everyone. You should never forget this, because this question will be there in the exam tomorrow. It will be there. And then you'll remember me. Okay? 1.25%, not 1.5. Okay? 1.25%. Okay? So, do it. What is the RWA over here now? RWA over here is, see this. 3 RWAs you have to take. credit, operations and market, all the three. So 50,000 plus 20,000, 70,000. So it is 1.25% of 1.25% of 70,000. Or what is the given figure? 50 crores, provisions for contingencies, 50 crores. 50 crores, whichever is less. Whichever is less. So now 1.25% of 70,000. What is the answer? 1.25% of 70,000. Yeah. 1.25% of 70,000. 1.25 into 70. 70,000 divided by percent. No? So 100. So what is the answer we are getting? 1.25% of 70,000. 875. So 875 or 50, whichever is less. Less. Okay. So I'll take 50. That is contingencies. And subordinate debt is same. Subordinate debt 100%. Whatever is given, take it 100. That is 100 na? Take this. Subordinate debts 100 crores. So take it as it is. So what is your total T2? T2 becomes 150. 150 CR. Got it everyone? 150. What was the T2? You have got it? 150. Okay? 150 is the total T2. You got it. Okay? Now do the total this capital. Tier 1 plus tier 2. So what is your tier 1 plus tier 2 now? So T1 was what? 690. Yeah. So T2 and T1 is 690. So total capital equals to capital T1 plus T2. 690 plus 790, 840. 840 here. Now what is your RWA then? RWA equals to RWA 840 capital upon RWA. Sorry, CRAR. CRAR equals to capital upon RWA. What was RWA? 70,000 into 100. So do it. 840 upon 70,000 into 100. Get it everyone? So what is the answer? 840 upon 70 into 100. What are you getting? 840 upon 70,000 into 100. What are you getting the answer? Everyone? $1.2 something? 1.2. Correct. So CRAR is 1.2. With such CRAR, I think they must close the bank, isn't it? If your CRAR is 1.2, RBI will say first only close the bank, isn't it? Right? What does RBI say about CRAR? Minimum CRAR should be what? With CCB. What should be your minimum CRAR with CCB? So if I add CCB to this, it will be 2.5%. So my total CRAR will be 1.2 plus 2.5, 3.7. 3.7% with CCB. This is CCB, Capital Conservation Buffer. Okay. So minimum RBS is 11.5 and you are having what? 3.7. RBI will say shutter down, go home, isn't it? Shutter down, go home. Wow, 3.7 means what? The bank has almost collapsed, isn't it? Got it? So kindly note it should be minimum 11.5. And what is CCB include? Okay, you tell me this. What does CCB include now? Suppose if I ask you, CCB includes tier 1 or tier 2 capital? Chalo, simple. CCB includes tier 1 or tier 2 capital? Yes. CCB will include what? Tier 1 or tier 2 capital? Tier 1 or tier 2 capital? What will CCB include? What do you say? How many of you say? What does it include? No, CCB, counter-cyclical buffer is separate. That is CCCB. Archana. CCCB is, see what is CCCB? That also I clarify. This is compulsory to be taken. CCB is compulsory to be taken. CCCB, counter-cyclical CCB, that is given by RBI in case of liquidity, high liquidity. Okay, that is given by RBI separately. That is not included right now in the calculations. Okay, so the logic behind this is, kindly remember, CCCB is imposed by RBI. It is imposed by RBI. Okay, and CCB is, it has to be compulsorily put in. Got it? But RBI has up till now never imposed CCCB. Never. Up till now. RBI has never imposed CCCB up till now. Okay? That is additional 2.5. Okay? So now, before imposing CCCB, pay attention everyone. Before imposing CCCB, RBI needs to give a notice of 4 quarters. Pay attention. Tomorrow you will see this question in the exam. Before imposing CCCB, I am not talking of CCB. Before imposing CCCB, RBI has to give 4 quarters intimation to the banks. Okay, this you will see tomorrow in the exam. Kindly note. So, the basic question remains. What was my question? My question was, CCB includes what? Tier 1 or tier 2? Somebody has given me the answer as tier 2. Never. CCB includes tier 1 only. Tier 1. CCB is always taken on tier 1 only. It is never taken on tier 2. Okay? So CCB includes tier 1 only. All the bonds, everything which is included is of tier 1. Got it everyone? Kindly note this, tier 1. It's not tier 2, CCB. Done? Now next question is, what does CCCB include? CCB includes tier 1. What does CCCB include? Give me the answer. What does CCCB include? What does CCCB include? Yeah? What does CCCB include? Let me see how many of you are answering correctly. This year, CCB includes tier 1. So what does CCCB include now? Again, what does CCCB include? Tier 2 somebody is answering. I know we try to balance, isn't it? We try to balance. CCB tier 1. So this will be tier 2. It includes tier 1 only. Both CCB and CCCB will include tier 1 only. They will never include tier 2. Clear? Don't mix these things. Okay? Chalo, next. Now today I have taken a special demand. Many of the students had requested me yesterday in the class, during the class, students also and others also. that kindly take the LC process. Many of you are not conversant with the LC banks, various banks of LC and their roles, jobs. So what do you say? Should we take this LC process? Various LC banks, what is confirming bank, what is negotiating bank, what is advising bank, what is the role of this, what is reimbursing bank, who has the responsibility of payment? These questions, many of the students had asked me on the social media also, in the class also. So should we take this LC process? If you say yes, then I'll continue with this LC process. Or else we'll skip to the other questions. But LC process is very important and you'll get around 6-7 marks. Here on total LC, you'll get around 1 case study and around total marks will be 12 to 13. Correct? 12 to 13 marks will be there roughly on LC. So should we go for it? LC process. Let me get the answers from you. LC. Yes. Okay. Chalo. Let's move on then. See this LC. How does the LC work actually? Firstly, what is LC? What is an LC? See, LC means yeah. So what does LC mean? See this. LC means basically it's a payment mechanism. Payment by whom? See, the responsibility is taken by somebody, and that somebody is the bank. Correct? Insurance taken later than the shipment is valid. Who is this? Kanithi. Huh? Yeah, it's valid, Kanithi. Okay, I'll clarify this point also. Okay? Here, the question asked on LC is, if insurance is taken later than the date of shipment, is it valid? So it is valid, subject to. It should be mentioned on that LC insurance policy that the insurance is effective from the date of shipment. Pay attention to this. Everyone pay attention. Say this. If I take the insurance after the shipment date, so suppose let's say the shipment date today is 14th of May. And if I take the insurance on 17th of May, insurance. So is it valid? So it should be valid or not? So it is valid. If I take the insurance later also it's valid, subject to. It should be mentioned that it is effective from the date of shipment, from 14th May. Got it, Kaniti? Others also got it? It can be taken later also, but subject to, it's written on that it is valid or effective from the date of shipment. Okay? So now, what is LC? Got your answer, Kaniti? Yeah. Incoterms also. Okay, Incoterms also I'll take, Nalina. Okay. Incoterms and LC, both are asked. So let me clear this board now. अरे यार, 1 second. So, see this. LC is basically what? LC is the method of payment. There are four methods of payment. See, these are there in your exam. There are four methods of payment. One is advance payment. Second is open account. Third is collections. And fourth is LC. You must remember the basics at least. Advance payment means what? I'll give the payment in advance and then you'll send the goods. But that is risky. Why? Because why is it risky? The problem with this is, why is it risky? I'll give you the payment, but if you don't send the goods tomorrow then, or if you send some lower quality goods then, so that's why buyer is in trouble over here. Second is open account. Open account means what? Seller will send the goods and buyer will pay later. Now seller is in trouble. Tomorrow if I send the goods and the buyer doesn't pay, then in that case what will you do? So their seller is in trouble. Next is collections. Collection is through the bank. It's similar to open account. Here also seller sends the goods and documents are sent through the bank. So bank will give the documents to the buyer only if the buyer gives the payment. So that is a bit safe, but then also there is a risk that buyer will not pay. Best method is LC. In LC what happens? The issuing bank will give the guarantee of payment. Issuing bank. So here whatever happens, the seller will definitely get the payment in any case. So that is an advantage to the seller. And the advantage to the buyer is what? Whatever documents are required by the buyer, so those documents he will get it at any case. So that is the advantage to the buyer. Got it? So this is basically the LC. Now we'll look at the process. In process what happens? See this. This is the buyer, or we call it importer. Buyer or importer. Then we have seller or exporter. Okay? Importer, exporter. This importer is from our country, let's say Bharat. And this is from USA. So whenever they do the business, what will they do first is, pay attention everyone. First this buyer will send this purchase order to the exporter. He will send a purchase order. Okay? Now based on this purchase order, this exporter will send a pro forma invoice. Pro forma invoice, kindly note. Or you call it quotation also. We call it quotation. They call it pro forma invoice. Okay, it's one and the same. So he will send a quotation over here. Now what happens in this? Once the quotation is sent, this buyer has got now what? One second. Now this buyer has got what? Now this buyer has got two documents. Okay? One is your pro forma invoice and second is the purchase order. Second is the purchase order. Okay? So now this pro invoice and purchase order, this buyer will take and go to his bank. This bank is known as issuing bank. So this issuing bank will, based on these two documents and other KYC documents, issue an LC. Now this LC should go to whom? This LC should go to this. This LC should go to this exporter. This LC has to go to the exporter. But the problem is, this issuing bank is also not confident who this exporter is. If this exporter is fake, then. So what does the issuing bank do? It finds one agent in the country of that exporter. Now agent means it is agent bank. So it finds one bank which it has trust. So this bank is called as advising bank. Advising. Okay. So this issuing bank will prepare the LC and instead of sending directly to the seller, it will send via SWIFT. Look at this. It issues the LC, sends through SWIFT to the advising bank. It's known bank. So it's agent. You can say agent bank also, you can call it, or corresponding bank also. So this will send via SWIFT. Now what will this advising bank do? This advising bank will take the printout of this LC. Printout. See, the LC has come through SWIFT. It will take the printout of the LC, check the printout is proper or not. All the pages have come, everything has come. And then it will forward it to the